Okay, everybody, it's Pack here, and today we're going to be going over the new thing that happened in Brave Frontier. Now, if you guys don't know, we got the new client update 1.8.1. Now, I hate to say it, but this version's release, was intensely rocky. Like, so many things went wrong, so much crap just happened. It was just all over the fucking place today. So let me think. I have to update it first because on Nox it doesn't update. Nox only updates when it's on. So I have to update Phantom of the Kill and Brave Frontier 2. So we're going to wait for those. Now, I really hope that y'all are still enjoying the content here. If you guys don't know, the new YouTube Studio app, formerly called Creator Studio, got changed. I don't think it got changed on the website. Yeah, I think it changed on the website, but it got changed on the phone. And that's how I do a lot of my commenting and stuff like that. That's pretty much how I'm able to respond to comments so quickly, or so late, depending on where you're from. And it just helps the fact that I can do this stuff on my phone too. Also, next week next weekend you should be seeing a pretty interesting video coming up soon, guys. We're gonna pop this thing open, and yay, I don't care about that. So what we need to see right now, well, let me just explain this. 1.8.1. First, the town's flooded, which means, well, this is a joke that we made up on Discord. Basically what they did is it deleted a file, I think, or it removed something. And there's like the water effect that's in the town is like all over the place. So that's why we were joking with, like, oh, the town's flooded. A lot of the guys in the Discords were like, what the fuck's happening? My guild thing was like that. I was like that. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Also, I'm going to try to make a little thing. I mean, I'm not make a little thing, but make a little link on the description to take you all to the Discord. Hopefully y'all can, pop on there, show some support, say, good job. Because doing this stuff really isn't that easy, and it's not really that hard. It's kind of especially the game that's constantly changing, like Brave Frontier. Well, by constantly changing, I mean changing very, very, very slowly. Now, what else can I think of? Got a new unit. We got the second half of the Fall of the Sama Kingdom. I don't feel like summoning for those guys. I hate to say it. Because, like, right now, when the Daros batch came out, I didn't summon for them, and now I got, like, a shit ton of Daroses and a bunch of those guys. So originally, the Omni Plus boost bug, whenever you did it, it wouldn't count. Like, whenever you did Omni Plus, it wouldn't count. But they fixed it. Town asset issue, you had to do a full download again. And the Vortex Arena, they shut the Vortex Arena event bazaar. They shut that down for a brief moment. I don't know when it's going to be back up. Oh, fuck. I don't want to change the language. I'm just trying to go down. I can click full download. Because I'm going to do this on, like, all my things that I have. Because if not, things get fucked up. The town looks weird. It's hard to navigate through everything. Shit gets wacky. So, sadly, you're not going to see what the town looks like in this video, guys. I really do apologize about that. Just, like, just look around on, like, Imager or something. You'll find pictures of the fucking town all over the damn place. Or just look on Twitter, like Brave Frontier Global Twitter. You'll see all that wacky shit. Now, oh wait, that's right. I need to say something else. We got Crash Belt from Europe. Now, a lot of people were like, well, not a lot of people, but me and some other people kind of had a bit, kind of a bit of a weird feeling, the fact that we're stopping at Crash Belt. We got Arthur, Lancelot, Natome, Gasolina, and now Crash Belt. But we're not getting Cobalt, we're not getting Jake, we're not getting Plumatachi, we're not getting Blink. Well, Blink is in a dungeon. But let me explain one more thing, because Crash Belt might not be it. I have an inkling that he might actually not be it. Because if you don't know, the Badlands series has a bunch of units in it. There's Coal Cauldron, Pig Bull, Voodoo Child, Gasolina, Natome, Jake, Cobalt, Plumatachi, Blink, and I think there's like 2 or 3 more, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I haven't really been on Europe. I've just started going back on Brave Frontier Europe. So, like, I'm still trying to catch up on everything at the moment. Like, there's the new Shapeshifters units. There's apparently, like, the freaking Brave Exvius thing ended, which I didn't even know Brave Exvius was on Europe yet. I was like, wait, what? So I got confused there. But I managed to get my Laswell as an anima on Europe. Thank God for that. Thank you, Ellie. So we have Crash Belt. He's a Thunder unit, obviously, as by the yellow text. But what's interesting is he's to the 20th, which isn't really that bad. But I'm kind of disappointed, because Natome and Crash Belt are kind of the same. Not completely the same, but kind of the same. So it's it's kind of sad to see that we only get 3 units from Badlands and 2 from Neo Avalon. Maybe we could see the Apex units like Cedric, Luxum, Avalhuez, basically just the backwards spellings of Maxwell, Cartes, and Zavalwa. Hopefully we get those guys, because I really like Cedric and Avalhuez and Search, Sheriff, what's the other guy? Gilgamesh, and the Dark Tillith. The Dark Tillith is probably the best, but I don't think we got her. I don't think we got her yet. Or if we did, I just probably missed it, but at this point I really don't know. So, or hopefully later on we get Guinevere. If anything, I just want to see Guinevere in global. Now, I don't know how I would really put this, but I could go over and get my other thing that I use, my tab that I use for Europe. I don't feel like it. As per usual, we get the world bundles. That's Crash Belt. He comes as an Omni, like, he comes as Omni Evolution again, like Gasolina, Tome, and, Crash Belt again. We also got Frontier 42, which really was kind of unexpected, but we get Hunter ranks 81 to 100, which includes Gra and Owen Omnis, which is fucking awesome. So we get Gra at 90, and Owen I think at 100. Yeah, Owen at 99, and then boost all Baby Gage related abilities, and we get that thing. And I don't think there's going to be any more caps for Frontier Hunter. So finally, we got Stratosphere Crash Belt, who is the last unit in the Badlands batch that we're going to be getting. I really do hope that we do more European collabs. I want to see more, a little more Neo Avalon units, a little more. The Zodiac units. That's another good batch. They're all 7 stars, but they're actually pretty good. Scorpio is probably one of the best. He's probably the best because he's kind of, I don't know how to really explain it, but he's actually really fucking good. I think I mentioned him in another video somewhere. I really forgot which video I mentioned him in, but it was during the live stream event where we got the World Heroes Summon ticket thing. That's all I pretty much remember from that. But aside from that, what else am I gonna say? There's pretty much a bunch of other things that we could really do. A bunch of things that the units could be, we could be receiving. But one of the units I want to see is Guinevere, and another unit I want to see is Sheriff. Sheriff, because crit and mitigation. He has critical mitigation, which is fucking awesome. And remember, people constantly forget that all the Europe units are built on a different scale than what we have in global. What we have in global is pretty much what all the other servers want to have. Well, except for Japan, because Japan has multi-battle, and we don't have multi-battle yet. So, I'm still waiting for multi-battle. Pretty much it's like a raid system where you go out, you pick one of the summoners teams. You pick like Carl's team, you pick Saria's team, you pick Lugina's team, Paris's team, Grass team, Owen's team, a bunch of other people's teams, and you can like fight monsters with other people in those groups and do other stuff. Well, that's all I pretty much know from seeing the demo of it being shown at the live stream. So hopefully we get that in global. I really want to see that in global because that would be fucking awesome, especially with all the good units we're getting. Now Crash Belt's pretty much like Natome, but thunder based. So I know Milko already did all this stuff, but I'm going to do it anyways. 40% boost to max HP, 100% boost to attack, huge boost critical and elemental damage by 150, and 100% boost to spark damage. Again, he's kind of like Natome and kind of like Arthur as well. As you can tell by the Brave Burst, the low probability of activating BB, SBB, and UBB twice. That effect has kind of been carried through with a lot of Europe's units. Now, people think that Europe's pretty unbalanced, but I mean, it's kind of unbalanced if you have a team full of Arthurs. Because if you guys don't know, Arthur's UBB was actually nerfed when he came to global. Originally, it was supposed to be like a 90% chance to activate BB, SBB, and UBB with the same multiplier. And all you would really need was, I think all you needed was a second Arthur to be able to actually recast the UBB. And if you have a mono team of Arthurs, you can pretty much imagine the insanity that would begin. Now, I pretty much can bet you that somebody out there has a mono team of Arthurs and is probably going to try to do this, which I kind of don't encourage. But if you feel like it, go whatever, do what makes you happy, kid. But I don't really care. Again, as Milko said, pretty much only good for Frontier Hunter, but I kind of use these units for like anything and everything. So his Brave Burst is Aerial Supremacy, 30 needed, which is going to kind of be a standard through all of his things. It's going to be 30 something. So it is a 15 hit combo Thunder attack on all foes, and it boosts BB attack by 400% for 3 turns. All elements to attack and hugely boosts elemental damage by 100% for 3 turns. And, double BB, SBB, UBB twice with a 15% chance of happening. So, again, not bad. I think Milko said like this, all elements to attack, like it's, it's like bad for a BB because you're going to want to use them for Frontier Hunter, just other things like that. But I think it's pretty good. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you kind of have to alternate, but, the effect's kind of shared through both the BB and SBB with the elemental attacks. So, it's not bad, but, I mean, you really got to, pick your poison in this case. So, the next is his SBB, which is Sky Cannon. It's a 32 BC thing. And 28 combo. Powerful Thunder attack on all foes. Damage relative to remaining HP. Huge boost Thunder and Dark type attack by 150 for 3 turns, and Elemental all elements to attack, and huge boost crit damage by 75% for 3 turns, with the same BB, SBB, and UBB thing as the Brave Burst. Now, not bad, but he doesn't have that extra added elemental damage, which isn't really that bad if you have I think there's like a special SP option you can pick for him that gives him elemental damage on the SBB. Well, yeah, elemental weakness damage on the SBB. And I think it's really cheap. His stuff is actually pretty weird because it's like 20, it's like a couple 20s and like a couple 30s thrown in there. So he's not really that difficult, but if you want to Omni Plus, do Omni Plus on him, it's probably best to go all the way up to Omni Plus 3 because you're going to need a bunch of lenience with his stuff, because I don't think there's any 20 or 10, like 10 or 5 SP cost things on him. So he's pretty costly, but you know, he's still pretty good. So it's UBB, 30 BC required, Celestial Onslaught, 23 hit combo, massive thunder attack on all foes, huge boost attack by 500 for 3 turns, boosts BB attack by 600, critical damage by 350, and it activates the BB, SBB, and UBB twice. Now, since it doesn't have like the parentheses around it like this one does, like low probability of or anything like that, it just says it activates it. So hopefully he's one of those units that can just auto cast again with again the same power. Well, again, you know, 2000 isn't really that bad. It's not great and it's not bad. Again, I think that's on par with Natame. So yeah, and his extra skill, which is Nitro Booster, it is a 20%. It adds probable spark critical, 20, 50. I don't know what those numbers mean. I still don't know that. For 3 turns, effect to BB and SBB, 50% boost of spark damage and raises attack parameters to 130,000. Not bad at all. Kind of boring with just 50% to boost of spark damage, attack parameter limit boost, and spark critical probability. I mean, it could have like added a bit more on there, but you know, it doesn't matter too much. He's still a pretty good unit overall. And now it's his SPs, which is pretty much all 20s except for this one right here, where you can see my mouse. So I'm just going to give you some time to read that, and I'm pretty much going to go with what I want to pick. I'm going to give you some time to read this because I'm not going to read everything off here because my voice feels weird and I don't want to talk for like half an hour like I do in a majority of my other videos. But for now, I think if I get him to Omni Plus 3, because I have him at Omni Plus 2, so I think I'll pick enhances BB and SBB's probability effect. That seems pretty good, especially if I'm using like Arthur and Natame in the same squad. Irregardless, it still helps. I mean, I really don't care. I just want to do what makes the most damage. Next, I was wrong. There's no adds SBB stuff, so it doesn't really matter. But I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But it's not bad. It's not good. Like if you want to get that elemental damage, it uses BB. If you want to do more damage, just overall, uses SBB. You know, you have to pick what you want to do. So again, I'm gonna get the bottom one. I'm gonna get 20% boost to all parameters. I'm not gonna do spark damage or crit damage. I'll do it if I'm feeling like I want to do that. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. Now I can only pick 2 more. Now I'm gonna pick adds huge BB attack boost to SBB by 450. That's pretty fucking good, especially for Frontier Hunter again, which is going to be starting in about 7 hours, I believe. I mean, it's going to be happening around like 11-ish, I think, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. 10, 11, I think. So wait, I don't think that's right. For some reason, I don't think that's right, but irregardless, we're just gonna skip past all that stuff. And finally, the only two I can take is BB's elemental damage boost by 50%, or adds huge attack boost to BB and SBB. Again, it's kind of hard to pick, so I think I'll just go with the attack boost because, imagine if I bring this guy along to do normal attack nuking. Still, And now, pretty much his story is, before he came to global and got his Omni, he was a 4-star, I believe. He got like 4, 5, 6, and 7. I think he was actually a 5-star. Got 5-star, 6-star, 7-star. Then got his Omni evolution. So pretty much the story with him is, if he didn't, I'm gonna tell you the 7-star story. So with Crash Belt, all he wanted to do was fly, and I think it was something like he jumped off a fucking cliff. No, he jumped off the tallest building in the wasteland, with some pretty bad things, and a parachute that didn't work, and he fell to his death. His Omni evolution is, imagine if he didn't fly, if he didn't stand on the fucking ground, and he actually began to fly, and raided. He pretty much went on raids and stuff, like air raids and shit like that, and he assisted Cold Cauldron in killing some other person, and Cold Cauldron rewarded Crash Belt with some of the magical techs, which, as you saw in the picture, was his little helicopter thing. So yeah, and also, as you can see here, we have some pretty weird looking spheres here. These are steering wheels, obviously. They're pretty weird looking. Right above the Tempest of Akachi, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to grind for. Look at this shit. You need, what is that? 150,000 karma, which I have no big fucking deal with karma. I can waste that shit all day. It's just getting the gems to farm for all this is gonna be pretty fucking annoying, especially the occult fangs. I don't care about Psychic Eyes, Mystic Stones, and Bow Drops. Those are no big deal for me. But it's just the occult fangs. It's gonna be a bit more intense. Now, again, it's not a bad sphere. I really want to grind for it. We got a couple of days left on it, give or take. I'll buy a couple more gems maybe and just grind on it if, I have the unit spots for it, which I probably won't. But, I really think they should have a weaker version of the Tempest of Akachi available inside the event bazaar. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So we're going to go on with these guys, the steer wheels. Now, these are going to have to do with a new vortex that I'll get onto later. Or if you saw it in the news, you already know. This is the Chrome Steer Wheel, which is a low probability of a random status ailment counter and negates all status ailments using clockwork devices, fuel cells, mechanical lenses, and mysterious gadgets. Geared Steer Wheel is a high probability of a 30% counter damage counter and a low probability of random status ailment counter and negates all status ailments. You need the Chrome Steer Wheel, clockwork devices, fuel cells, mechanical lenses, and more mysterious gadgets. Next is the Masked Steer Wheel. Now this is a 20% boost to defense and max HP. It is a 50 to 75 damage counter taken, counter of damage taken, and a probable random status ailment counter, negates all status ailments, and adds status ailment removal effect to BB and SBB. You need the geared steering wheel, clockwork devices, fuel cells, mechanical lenses, and again, mysterious gadgets. Now, what is all this stuff about? Where is this all going to be coming from? Well, let me explain. In the new update, we're going to be getting a new vortex called Desert Mayhem. Now, if you don't know what this could mean, is the Badlands, or a Badlands in general, is technically a flat, kind of arid, desert-ish land. Think of the Lion King. Think of the place where Scar and the hyenas were. It's kind of dead, not much. It pretty much looks uninhabitable. It's just kind of trash. So let me. Yeah, dry terrain where softer sedimentary rocks and clay and rich soils, blah blah blah, are eroded by wind and water. So, pretty much, it's desert stuff. I wanted to get technical to at least have some segment of learning, so the YouTube gods don't kill me next. So yeah, we're eating cheese nips over here, guys. So I'm just trying to make my fucking throat feel better. Like, these things have salt on them, so I'll eat as many as I fucking want. And again, for 42, Omni Claire, Colt, and Lily Mata. I don't have Lily Mata, and I don't have Claire. I have my Colt. And again, some people found the fact that the Golden Gods sometimes held an Elgif, which wasn't supposed to happen. If you did sell your Golden Gods, you were given Elgifs, and you were reimbursed with the Elgifs, and they can find in your presence box. I did not encounter this problem because I never had a Golden God with an Elgif on it from the Omni Arcanum. Now, I think a half energy begins tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken, it will begin tomorrow. If I could find this September stuff. You have monthly events. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm not able to find those things right now. What do we have? We have Divine Oracle level 1 and 3. Oh, 1 from Summons and 3 from that, and Power of Confusion. Which I think Power of Confusion is just a status ailments thing. So I'm just going to go off and do some of these guys. I've got 10 tickets, why not? As you can tell, I've done a bunch of summons already. I'll show you all the spoilers later. I'll pretty much give you the spoiler later. I'll do like a couple summons on here. But no, I really do hope we get more European units in the future, because a lot of the Europe units are really fucking good. And, well, again, more for the fact that we don't really... There are really no Japan exclusive units. Like, there might be a few, like the Larson Frog and the Larson Crystal. But those are there for a reason. Those are in Japan for a reason. And that's because there was a store, I think, in Japan called Larson. And, they did a promotion for Brave Frontier. And there he is, my boy Crash Belt. So, spoiler alert, I have Crash Belt. Oh, Guardian. Spoiler alert, I already have Crash Belt. Furious clicking intensifies. Yeah, I already have Crash Belt. Omni plus 2, 31 SP, max stats. I'm waiting for that Sphere Frog for when the frickin' Vortex Arena comes back. When the Vortex Arena comes back, I'll probably get a Sphere Frog. If not, I'll just, wait the 11 days on the Exchange Hall. I really wish they fucking lowered that to match the rest of everybody else. The rest of the units on there. Because if it refreshed every week, they don't realize this. If it was there every week, I would literally go out and buy more gems to summon to get more merit points to buy more frogs. Like, if they raised the limits and gave us more shit, I would be more than happy to go out and buy all those little frogs. So, I mean, again, not really me, not really my decision, but yeah. Now, what's interesting is I'm going to just slap this on him. See how that is. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So right now, his with the Born Jewel, his stats are not incredibly terrible. Even with that, his stats aren't even incredibly terrible. Whoa, I don't want to keep the Blighted Steel on him. That would just be weird. Okay. Again, he's not that bad. I'm actually going to wait till I get all the SP for him. You know, all the 120 when I get him to Omni plus 3. But yeah, spoiler alert, I already had Crash Belt. I'm going to keep him, my second Crash Belt, because why not? Who else do we have? I guess I could just do a few more random summons. Watch, I'm going to get like nobody. Another Ionia. Cool. Lord. I like Ionia. Ionia is a really cool unit. I think just as attack and defend down debuffs. I keep getting Janice. Jesus Christ. I might need to keep... Oh, Breaker. I'm going to keep that Breaker. Now, who else? Nimone, why not? I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of like going to, you know, shitpost some units. And Sonia. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much about done with random summons here, guys. But yeah, I'm just going to summon the rest of these guys. See if I can summon one of these guys. Nope. My literal last units I need to summon. Nothing. Oh yay, Pamela, I don't care. I don't know if Pamela's even in like the Koyuk. Like at Koyuk and onwards. I don't know if she's in there. Oh yeah, my like 80th Fellas that I don't fucking need. I've been getting so many Fellases, Valens. I've gotten a shit ton of Valens today. Ooh, Borrow. Okay, Borrow is one I don't see very often. I'm not gonna be mad because it's you know, Borrow, but hopefully later on I don't fucking see Borrow too much. I still haven't gotten my Regal yet, so I really want my Regal. I'm just gonna skip over that. Janice. What's this one? Lord. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that Janice. Yeah, see my two fucking Valence. Wait, what are you? Guardian. Your Guardian Valen. What are you? Oracle. Yeah, I'm keeping the Guardian Valen. I'll keep the Guardian Valen just to appease the gods. And what's this one? Another Breaker. Cool. Wait, I already have 62,000 points redeemed. Maybe the gods are just angry at me for not taking my friggin' Valen. Or trades. Yeah, I was right. The maximum amount of trading has been reached. So, we're going to do that much. Those few. $84,000. Like, I'm trying to look at the cap to see where I can stop. Yeah, grab that Valen and Zect. Okay, and I think I can get rid of my Layla. Nope, she's 1,000 points. Okay. So, again, I think that's kind of it for now. Not really much else I can do. Still, I want to get my Michelle leveled up, but I want to get my Michelle and my Lava leveled up. And the reason I'm still keeping my Alpha here is because, for some reason, I don't know why, but I think Japan could pull something crazy out of their ass and just give us a freaking Alpha Omni. Again, for Mega too. Like, Mega could get one. At this point, since they've given them to Claire and Colt, Lily Mata, it could pretty much happen to any unit. So my first Anima Janice. I'm just gonna keep all these. Because I could like make a team of just Janice and Zeku. Because I have Janice, Zeku. What's it? I have Janice, Zeku, Eleanor. I have my 3 Janices, Zeku, Eleanor. And I have my Asto somewhere. I know I have Asto. Do I have oh yeah, I don't have the other guy, but I have Asto. Yeah. And I'm Asto. I still haven't done anything with Divine Wolf yet. I'm still trying to get all the I'm trying to get my units raised a bit more. Keep Intrude on. You never know when. He could one day receive his mythical Omni evolution. Yeah, again, I don't need Agris because I already have one. Garl, I'm going to keep Garl. I'm keeping the Solara. Now, I have 2 Kronzes because I want to make 2 separate builds for Kronz. Because this one, I know I can just keep Omni Plusing him, but the only other thing I could take would be damage taken slightly boosts his BB gauge when I Omni Plus him. That's all I can really take. Now again, I have not gotten Virtuous Cape yet because again, it is a pretty difficult. It is a not pretty difficult, but very difficult Grand Quest. It's not difficult by the summoner part. It's difficult by the last boss part. You pretty much fight your way all the way up to the last boss, and then there's like thresholds and shit you need to constantly be following. And it's just something I didn't really have time for, so I'm like, fuck it. Now, from the last batch, I have 2 Dirk Rizzos, both Anima. I mean, I really don't care because he's a fucking skeleton pirate. Like, hey, who fucking really gives a shit? I need to level up Karez a bit more. I don't want to level up, evolve the Xenia I have. I'll get her to max level. But I'm not going to evolve her because I want to keep the alt art. If they gave Omni Xenia the alt art where it shows both her actual face and then the mask, that would be pretty cool. The reason I say that is there's a little pop-up thing that showed up. She just has a mask over her face in her Omni form. Like, it's not a big deal, but it's just something I wanted to see. Again, I still use Fei and Fang. I really still use those guys. Use Head of Fairies. I'm going to max out Nimune. Even though she's Oracle, I'm still going to max Nimune out. I'll give her my Earth Oracle, my Earth Oracle Elgith. I'll give this other Crash Belt. I'll give him the other thing, and then I'll fuse all these crystals, all these imps. I'll clear up some unit space so I can, do other things. Now, there's again not much I can say. It's just I've got to build up my Frontier Hunter team now. Again, the team you're currently using is going to be it, And I think these guys would be pretty much good. You know, I mean, maybe I could switch out Feng for Atome or Crash Belt. I don't think I should be switching him Feng out with Crash Belt just yet, because I don't have my I don't have the Sphere Frog to give to Crash Belt. So I could replace it for Crash Belt. I could replace him for Atome, Lancelot, Xenia, pretty much anybody else. Vicky. I might switch him off from Vicky. Again, as you saw, I do have 2 Vickies finally. Both Guardian. So I might actually... oh wait, I forgot. Oh yeah, I maxed this Vicky out. And let me go to... I'm just going to fuse all the rest of the imps into her. Why not? I have a bunch of the imps because I went to the exchange hall thing. Well, not the exchange hall, but the what the fuck do you call it? The event bazaar. I went to there and I just okay, so pretty much aside from all that, which you just saw, you know, the fucking game crashing. I have to do all that clicking all over again. I'll do that off camera. I'll do that all off camera, but you guys know where I'm gonna be at. So I'm gonna switch out maybe Feng for Vicky, or Gasolina for Vicky, and Natome. I'll put Natome somewhere maybe. But you know, those guys would be pretty good. You know, because I've got Xion, I've got Fang, I've got again Natome, Crash Belt. You know, I've got a lot of people to use for Frontier Hunter. I'm not gonna keep talking forever, guys, though. But you know, that being said, guys, pack here. That's pretty much just a basic covering of what new stuff's gonna be happening towards the latter half of this month. So I'm kind of hyped for it. You know, I really want to see how they're gonna do the Badlands stuff. You know, if they're gonna bring in all the Europe boys to global and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really it, because there's not much I can really talk about. There's not much that's really been going on. There's not much news. Yeah, again, there's not. Oh, that's always been kind of true with Brave Frontier. There hasn't been literally floods and floods of news. So I'll put Resus on here somewhere. Where did he go? There he is. Nah, it's too many light units. Because I want to see if I can use... Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to need a fire unit or a thunder unit then. Because what I want to do is I want to see... I'll put Natome on here because I'm going to try to use Ezra for Frontier Hunter. I'll give her some things here, but you know, with that being said, I'm gonna stop stalling, guys. So that being said, you know, pack here. Again, that's kind of a wrap on what Gumi's gonna do for, again, the latter half of the month. You know, seeing if they're gonna actually, you know, treat the Badlands units correctly. See if we're gonna get any more units, imported units. I really hope we get a bunch more imported units from Europe, because they have a bunch of good designers and a bunch of great units. So that being said, guys, I'm just going to shut up now. With that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow the Discord. You know, again, just read the rules on the Discord. You know, it should be on a rules tab. You know, post Brave Frontier related things on the Brave Frontier tab. General talk on the general tab. And, yeah, hope you all enjoy.